The HeadBlade ATX, despite it looking like a kid's toy, is a dedicated head razor. It's just like a cartridge razor, but it's designed specifically for shaving heads. It should give us an ergonomically friendly head shave. I have recently just done a video on the ATX model, which is, I believe, is the first one that came out by the company HeadBlade. But if you need to take a look at the review for that, the video for it, I'll drop a link in the description below. In this video, I'll quickly run through the features. I'll do a quick head shave, do a demo shave, because you can see how it shaves, and I'll just run through any pros and cons and share my experience on it. I have used the ATX on a number of occasions, and I've previously reviewed it a few years ago on my website, shaveadvisor.com. I'll also drop a link in the description for that as well. However, I did a revisit for it, and primarily so I could put a video out there, so it's been interesting to revisit it. And while revisiting it, doing a video, I can do a demo shave. So let's get the costs out of the way. For the razor plus 4 blades, a pack of 4 blades, and the pack of 4 blades would be the HB4 blades, which is they've got 4 blades, so that costs around about $12.99 US. So not a bad price for it, is it? But replacement blades, they would last for around between about 6 and 10 shaves. That's what HeadBlade says. I run them for about six shaves. That's enough for me. I'd like to keep my blades nice and sharp and not dull, but 6 shaves, other people get much more out of them. There's 3 types of blades. There's the HB2 two-bladed cartridges, HB4 4 blades, HB6 6 blades. For this head shave, I'm going to use the HB6. I bought a new packet of the HB6, tried them out to compare them with the HB4. Didn't really notice much difference in them, because stuck with the HB4 here. They're around about $15 for a pack of 4 for the HB4, HB6. Now they're not the cheapest blades you can get. I mean, other razors like the Mach 3, Bic, and a couple of others, Wilkinson's Sword in the UK it's called, but Schick in the USA. You'll find some blades that are quite a bit cheaper, especially when you buy them in a multi-pack. So you have to consider that once you're buying blades these, it's a little bit of an expense. And if we was using some other razors like a Gillette Mach 3, like I said, or a Bic, then we're going to be able to save a bit of money. The other thing we've got to think about with blades, well, we need to order these online, either from Amazon or from the HeadBlade website. Now, if we're using like a Mach 3 or another razor, we can buy them in any stores, and over there in the US you can buy them in Walmart, and over in the UK you can buy them from Asda and Sainsbury's and all them sort of shops. So, there's a little bit more limited there. However, if we plan ahead and we just buy a couple of packs, then, it's no drama, is it? It's just worth noting, so I try to pull out some pros and cons and some negatives and positives, and try and give you the whole story, really. Now, another potential cost is an adapter. These have adapters on them, and these have to be replaced. They wear at some point. I think from taking the blades off and on, they can kind of get a bit too flexible, and we need to replace them. And a pack of them are pretty cheap. You get a pack of 3, I think it is, for around about $6-7, and so that they're fairly cheap. And usually I haven't needed to change them or buy a pack of them, should I say that? Actually, I have changed them, but you get one of these as well with a pack. If you purchase a pack of HB4 or HB6, any of the packs of the blades, you'll get one adapter with it, and that should last really. But there's just another additional cost potentially. While we're on the subject of blades, these blades are very similar to, or the cartridge is very similar to any other cartridge razor blade, where it's got like a lubrication strip across the top that helps to lubricate on top of whatever shaving cream foam and that we're using. Then at the bottom it has a white micro thin strip. Now this strip is usually there to help us. It kind of can make the skin taut and make the skin taut before the blades cut the hair. So it's the same sort of blade as most blades. It reminds me really more of a Bic blade, more so than a Gillette. I find the Gillettes seem a little bit more of a little bit of a better quality than what these do, and more on the lines of a Bic type of blade. That's not to say they don't shave well enough. You'll see in the demo show that I'll do shortly. It's not to say that they're low quality and don't perform very well. It's just that when I put them side to side, I just kind of get the feeling that the Gillette ones look a bit more. A bit higher quality. You'll see that it's pretty small, isn't it? It's very small and looks just like a kid's ATV, like an all-terrain kind of vehicle, isn't it? It's got the front wheels, minus the back wheels. The back wheels is a razor blade. So you don't want to leave this near any little lads, because they'll soon be jumping to grab that and think it's a little cart or to be playing around with. And just worth being cautious, isn't it? So unlike the ATX, it doesn't have this kind of a dual suspension, which just means with the ATX you'll see there that swivels back and forth. This doesn't. The top head of this is it's more solid. Where the blade is attached though, we do get some flex there. You know, if we put any pressure while shaving on the blade area, it will push back and forth. Of course, with the head blade as well, they've got their patented design, which is this kind of ring pull where we slide our finger through there. You know, and you can have most size fingers are going to fit that. It kind of stretches somewhat to the size of the finger. Pop our finger to, and then it leans on the like the back of the car. It leans on the back of it and the front of it, and it holds really well in the hand, or sits really well in the hand. Now, one of the things we have to get used to is removing the blade and the adapter and being able to reattach it. So detaching it and reattaching it. Okay, so taking the blade off the HeadBlade ATX. You'll notice here on that side, there's like a hook there. There's a gap there that looks different to this side here. What we need to do is put the razor that way. Now we put a little bit of pressure on the blade there to push that hook across, and that side will just naturally slip off. Then to put it back on, we begin by putting the cartridge blade onto this side where that gap is. And we put that in that section there, pull it across slightly, some pressure, and slip it onto the other end. Make sure that's in solid, that is. Now here's the adapter there. You'll see it has two edges that are very similar. And all we have to do, this is much simpler than taking the blade off. We just pick one of these edges off. That's it. Just notice that there's this gap here that matches this slat. To replace it, we just put any side on, doesn't matter that side or this side. Okay, there, and then just push it on. That's it. Okay, so let's grab a mirror and some shaving lubricant and take this ATX for a spin. Right guys, we've just got a little bit of growth going on today. I'm not doing the head shave with more than 3 days. I think this is only a couple of days of growth. And actually, razors like this plus the electric head shavers, dedicated head shavers, are best used when we've not got a lot of growth. You know, sometimes I have more growth, and I'm just trying to show you guys how it works. But they are better off used frequently, daily, every 2 days, maximum every 3 days. Over 3 days, get a trim on it and get it trimmed down, because they're not there to be shaving the growth that's too long. So we've got one HeadBlade ATX razor, and I'm also done lubricants of choice today. What I used the last the HeadBlade Moto razor. It's this Murdoch Daily Shave Gel. Bit pricey stuff, and yeah, but I'm testing it out, trying it out a few times to see what I think of it, and put a review on the website for it. So let's get the head wetted and get some of this gel on. This gel seems to require quite a lot, which I'm not really happy with, and I'm saying that's expensive, but you do get a decent sized bottle, but you know, it needs quite a lot now. It's quite a bit for gel. Alright, okay, so popping my finger through there. There we go. Make sure I rinse it enough. It's pretty good at doing the back of the right at the bottom of the neck there. It's pretty good for that. You kind of have to lean your thumb there on there to keep it straight, but it shaves it well. At the top of my head, what I do is I turn this around, and then we can go that way then. That's it, yeah. So the top of the head, face the blade, so the blade is facing towards me, so go that way. Then the back of the head, pop the finger in there and do it that way. I sometimes forget to do that because I haven't used it that often recently, so yeah, then put it that way. Yeah, that's much better. Need to put a little bit of pressure on with it, but not too much. I mean, over this the ear area, above the ears, you have to take it out the finger section, and to be able to do around there, and that clears it up, and also there. Right, how are we getting on? Okay, a couple of patches there I've got to clear up. There. Around the back I've hit a couple of patches. You know, it's like when you got a balding head shaving like this, we kind of feel for where we need to clear up, don't we? Feel for what's left over. Okay, it's done in a jiffy, isn't it? It's very quick, very fast. This gel was a bit better this time, I think, because I put more on, yeah. Yeah, is it worth going a bit slower and a little bit more pressure? Maybe. Okay, I think we're job done there. Let's get it swilled up and see. Okay, I'd say just about done, yeah. We're as bald as I can get there. There's the finishing job. The finished job, should I say. Look at that, job done. Okay, shave done. So we can see it gives a pretty fast head shave, doesn't it? And it's, you know, it's very easy to use. One thing that concerns me, and I watched a video about it a few years ago, is some guy was using it, he cut the back of his head pretty bad. I mean, you don't see many videos like that, but I do at times feel a bit anxious, man. I think if I did cut my head, because we're going at some speed with this, well, you know, it's not like we're slowly shaving, are we? If we're going at some speed, if we do slip and something goes wrong, I think it could be potentially be a pretty bad cut, but that's just worth keeping in mind. Now, something like the HeadBlade, I do believe it's somewhat quicker than using a normal multi-blade razor with a normal standard handle, because of the design of it, and you get a closer shaver than a dedicated head shaver like a school shaver or any of them type of shavers. But one issue I have is that if I'm using this razor and say I'm shaving my face as well, which I won't use that for shaving the face. I know they say that you can, but I've tried it and it's a little bit awkward. The design is just not that great for it. But if I was shaving my face as well and using say a Mach 3 or another multi-blade razor, then it wouldn't make sense to me to have this razor out for shaving my head and another razor to shave my face. But if you was a person, say, using, and I use them as well as the safety razor, I was using the safety razor for my face and using that for my head, that could make sense. But then some guys might be happy with having their Fusion 5 or whatever and having that for their head. You know, we're all different, and some guys might not mind that. I also think like bearded, balding guys as well, because they're not going to be shaving their face that often, will kind of be okay with having one of these, won't they? Because you're going to kind of trim your beard down, and you've got that as a head razor. I think that's the main thing. I think is people who are shaving their face at the same time that they shave their head. I think it may not make sense then to be having two razors. But that just about covers it, guys. I think what we'll do next is have a video for the ATX versus the Moto and put these side to side, and do a video of that. Maybe I'll do a comparison with the head shave as well. I'm not sure, but I'll put some sort of video together for it. And as usual, there'll be a bunch of links in the description for reviews on the website for these other reviews and videos for head shavers and head shaving stuff. And if you're not subscribed as yet and you want to stay up to date with the latest videos that are coming out, do hit the subscribe button. You get a notification when the video is live. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and thank you to all you guys that are hanging around on the channel and supporting the channel. You're wonderful guys. Adios. Bye bye.